What's good, y'all? Derek Jackson here, of course. Real quick, man, before we get started, I want to make a quick announcement. For those of you who have bought tickets to come to Mentally Stimulate Me Game Night in New York on June 1st, you can get your book signed there as well. You know, I'll have them for sale, or you can bring the ones that you already got. I'll be signing as many as I can. If you're in VIP, I'm signing yours regardless, for sure. But for those of you who are coming, I know we're going to be talking about my new card game, but yes, you can bring your books to get signed. I will be happy, and really it'll be my privilege to sign them for you. But I want to talk about something, man. Like, first, let me just say this. I love seeing the woman go from a toxic, unhealthy situation, or maybe even a relationship, to glowing up, being happy, living her life to the fullest, having a man that treats her like, you know, she means the world to him because she had high standards for herself and she had high standards for the people that were going to come into her life. Like, I love seeing that shit, man. But on the other hand, I also see people who would try to hold that woman back because at one point in time she accepted less, you know, or she made bad decisions or whatever. And I just want to say this, like, to any woman that's out there, and maybe it's you watching this video, if you've made some decisions you're not proud of, trust me, sweetheart, you are not alone. We all have. The difference is your consequences may be just easier to see than the rest of ours. That doesn't give us a right to judge you, and that doesn't give you a right to judge yourself. It's like, it's time to forgive yourself, man. There's a lot of people walking around and we'll look for forgiveness from somebody else when we mess up, or some of us will. We'll tell somebody, look, I did you wrong. That's my bad. I messed up. Please forgive me. But we won't look in the mirror and forgive ourselves for what we've done, for who we were at that time that we made that decision that we made. You know, give yourself permission to not have known better. Give yourself permission to have been too young and too naive to make the decision you would now. You're not that person anymore. Your past does not have to define you. I'm not the one to tell you to put your past behind you, because I think there are some valuable lessons in everybody's past. What I'm saying is, if you fell down in your past, you do not have to stay there any longer. It's time to forgive yourself. If people look at you and they look at the decisions that you've made or things that you've put up with, things that you've gone through, and they're mad at you for that, and they don't want you to move on and be better than that, they still judging you for that, that's their burden to carry. That's not your burden. Let them carry that burden. You don't carry that burden. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a homegirl, man, from the crib I went to high school with. At 16 years old, she lost her virginity. On that very night that she lost her virginity, she also got pregnant. So everybody in the church, everybody in the school, everybody judged her just because the consequences of her decisions were easier to see and looked a little different from the rest of ours. And now she's married, she's doing her thing, you know, she got a healthy family, she's kicking it, she's cool. And I love that, but I still hate to see that there are people who don't want you to be happy or feel like you don't deserve to be happy because once upon a time you was on some other stuff. Yeah, you may have been in a relationship where you were abused or mistreated and you stayed in that relationship. That doesn't mean you can't demand more from a person that's going to love you today. That doesn't mean that you can't have higher standards for what they need to bring to the table. You're not damaged goods. You're refined goods. You learned better. You didn't know better. Now you've overcome it. Now you survived it. Now you're wiser going forward. You have every right to demand from people that they love you as much as you love yourself, but you first have to forgive yourself. First you forgive yourself. Then you pour love into yourself. And then you demand that everybody love you on the same level, and you only accept love from those who have proven they deserve a chance to give it to you. That's all I gotta say, man. I'll let y'all later. Peace.